metres, the Bernborough plates. Brad Davidson acquitted, was good. Second up this preparation, settled a little bit closer, tagged at hot speed and raced away late.
Yeah, look, the thing he wanted was the showers, didn't he? That's the only thing. He's an absolute mudlark, loves it. He didn't get them, but I still think he's clearly the one to beat. I'm a little query on the map and just where he gets to in a race with a bit of a muddling tempo, doesn't seem to be a stacker tempo up front. So he's going to need a good ride, but he's flying. He's come back super. Even his first up run on a good track at Newcastle, he rattled home there after being held up, and then the win at Doomben on the soft 6 was great. If it was a soft 7, heavy 8, it's just best bet of the day stuff. But good track does bring him back to the field a bit. 7, Tazaral. Look, his return was solid. He's a bit like grinding type rather than a real turn of foot, but if he gets into his momentum here, he'll be hitting the line hard. 3, the Vowels. That's the one they backed. I didn't really see it. I know obviously Shin's a massive booking. I think the recent form's just fair personally, but respecting that big move for sure. And 5, it was a good first up winner and can go on with the job here, but this is much, much tougher. I think the one's clearly the one to beat, but taking him on a little bit late, and I think that's the good 4 versus looking like Armageddon was going to hit on Thursday and it was going to be a heavy 8.
Okay, so $2.40 early into $2, and as Brad just said, late back out to that $2.40 range, which it opened. 4 into $3.50. The Vowels, it's been pretty tight in the market. So's Tazaral, second up for the Snowdens. Brad off the wide draw, gets back and rips home.
He does, yeah, and look, his first up run was encouraging. He's going to get back a fair way. As I said, he's kind of more a bit of a grinding type home rather than a real turn of foot, turn on the foot dime sort of horse. So he's going to need it, just get a lovely ride, sort of find the running line and even find one in the 3 wide line to take him into the race and then really just keep that momentum up the whole way. He'll keep coming, but he's just going to need to stay in touch. He's got an awkward draw.
Starting the quaddie at Eagle Farm with Josh Fleming.
Nearly on jump time, so a slight delay here, but they're about to be called in. Okay, thanks, boys. So should be about to be called up. We're just about on jump time, but no horse in the gates. As I say, that Vinco will be the first one that they work with a No and a Deal. Club's colours on No and a Deal. Number 9, the mare back from Melbourne. Vinco, the defending Magi Millions Cup champion, won that race back in January last summer. Here's Without Revenge about to go forward. Third up for Kobe O'Brien, Corey and Kylie Guerin. Had a winner with Waterworld at the Gold Coast earlier today. Now Trevelyan, here's Love Tap about to move in, and the Vowels binding Jetty and Tazaral to complete the line for the Bernborough. Named after one of the greatest racehorses of all time. It's traditionally been run at Doomben, this race, but at Eagle Farm today. Now, Jetty, Tazaral, Trevelyan and Binding are the ones that we wait to move in. Drifting Late Acquitted, but remaining favourite. The Vowels and Tazaral have both been well tried to beat the fave here. Boxing Day racing going to Sunshine Coast. And also Warwick racing Boxing Day. Hopefully the weather will be kind. Forecast tomorrow is not great though. Leading into Christmas Day, Boxing Day. And the carnival here will go back to Doomben next week, and then of course to the Gold Coast after that. So Jetty to go forward and complete the line here for the running of the Bernborough. Favourite drawn out, a bit acquitted. Drifted late in the market here. Now Jetty going in, and the field right for the Bernborough. Light now turned on. All in at the mile, they're racing, binding away brilliantly. Acquitted's going forward. Handy is also Without Revenge. Tazaral's out wider. The Vowels and Love Taps out 3 wide. Jetty's on the fence as Tazaral goes back, passed by No and a Deal, Vinco and Trevelyan's last of all. In front Binding, second is Without Revenge, and working up into third is Love Tap, followed by Jetty on the inside of Acquitted. Favourite spotted fifth, a length and a half to No and a Deal, followed further back by the Vowels. Vinco, Trevelyan and Tazaral's gone right back to the tail now, a length and a half away. So Binding's in front by a length here, second Without Revenge, and third the inside Jetty. No luck for Love Tap out 3 wide around Acquitted, a length and a half to No and a Deal, 3 further back to the Vowels, 1 to Vinco, followed by Trevelyan, and Tazaral's a length and a half away. 7.50 left to run. Binding's in front by a length and a half, second Without Revenge, third Jetty, fourth on the outside Love Tap has had no luck, 3 wide. Acquitted fifth between them. They're clear from No and a Deal. Further back to the Val, scrubbed along about 6 or 7 off the leader, and they're well clear by 5 lengths from Vinco to Zarl and Trevelyan at the 450. In front, Binding. Second, Without Revenge. Love Tap has been wide. Acquitted trying to come through between them. Jetty the inside. Running home as the Vowels down the outside. Binding's in front. Second now coming through Acquitted. Passing Without Revenge between them. And the Vowels runs home further back to Jetty, but Acquitted has kicked away now. 2 lengths in front. It's all Acquitted with 100 metres left to go. Coming right away in the Bernborough. And Acquitted brilliant. Second, Without Revenge, a nose ahead of the Vowels, followed by Binding, and then Tazarel, Love Tap, Jenny, followed by No and a Deal, Trevelyan, and the last one, Vinco. Oh, Acquitted, what a brilliant win when he got the run. He was held up a bit, Jimmy, but he got out and he darted through. And that was all over in the blink of an eye when he shot the gap, raced away to win. Without Revenge will hold second, a lip ahead of the Vowels, and Binding back in fourth ahead of Tazarel. But it's all Acquitted. Brilliant winner of the Bernborough, number 1, Jimmy Orman for Chris Layers in the Australian Bloodstock crew. Another good run from Without Revenge. He would know how to run a bad one. Over the odds again, he runs second ahead of the Vowels, and Binding should be back in fourth. So 1, 8, 3, 11, and Tazara will be fifth, number 7. That's looking like the outcome, but Acquitted.
Third up this campaign, back-to-back wins, flying Brad Davidson, and James Orman very, very patient. He wanted that gap, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. And look, they tried to pocket him, but I don't think it would have mattered. You could see how well he was travelling at the top of the straight. He only had to get out for a couple of 100 metres. It was lovely to get him into that position early. Once he was there, it was sort of $1.80, $2, and he just absolutely smashed them. He's in a great vein of form. Wet or dry doesn't seem to be an issue for him. Without Revenge, the Vow's good. Tazarel was a run. It wasn't a great ride. Just got caught behind some slow ones and was a long, long way back.
3 away.